He did not play the fourth quarter. Only 28 minutes. Took 12 shots, got 20 points. Just did what he always does, guys. 6 blocks, 4 assists, 14 rebounds, and just a couple of dominant possessions there where he really got the team off and running with a couple of blocks.
Yeah, Brez and I was talking at the third quarter. We was talking about he might have an opportunity at a triple-double with 10 blocks.
Yeah, if he would have played.
And I said, Brez, he's not playing in the fourth quarter.
You
if
did
they
say
keep
that.
doing what they should do, he won't be playing in the fourth quarter. Well, you know, luckily he didn't play in the fourth quarter, but man, you're talking about a guy that's been on a tear on both ends of the floor. AD is locked in. That's all I can say. When you watch him play right now, he is locked in on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. His leadership has come to a different level where he's taking advantage and taking control of the team at times, even when LeBron is out there. You know, his being more vocal, more demanding. But again, like you said, when you got a guy like him on the defensive end that's got your back as a guard, I know I can pressure you now, because if you go by me, all I got to do is get to his man, because he's coming. He's coming, so I got to take his man off the glass. And I think right now they're feeling that comfortable, you know, just being comfortable knowing that we got one of the best shot blockers in the league in Anthony Davis.
And Brez, I remember that one possession. It's a 3-on-1 fast break, but he's the one back there.
Yeah.
He gets the block, and the Lakers go down and, you know, that's deflating for a team as well.
Yeah, it's equivalent of like a shorthanded goal in the NHL. I mean, he stops their fast break, gets the Lakers going the opposite direction. Is it self? I wanted to see him play a little bit more to get a 20-20-10
I know
game.
you called it early on.
I mean, come on. I always see match what Wemby did last night.
He looked like he was going to get it.
Yeah, but of course, you know, you want him to sit the fourth quarter. So glad he did. He will definitely be needed tomorrow night in Utah. I thought it was fascinating. He just brought it up by himself. He said, you know, I wanted to play all 82.
Yeah.
So it's something that's been in the back of his mind. He knows he played 56 games last season, in the 30s the year before that. He's had enough of the narrative out there.
He has.
So the fact he's only missed 4 games, you can tell he wants to finish pretty high in the mid to upper 70s. Wants to stay healthy, keep playing at this level, and there's definitely a chance the Lakers get into that top 6.
Yeah, I remember him talking about it on Media Day, Brez, and you know, it's so hard to play all 82 with a guy like him that has the physicality going against him and with him every single night. So I'm okay with him taking some games off. Like he said, it's the bumps and bruises of an NBA season, but he is really dialed in, and it's been great to see. You know, we didn't get a chance to ask him, guys, but he brought it up as well, just that ball moving, and he mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie and just kind of merging in with the culture of this sharing the ball, and that's where they're at right now, Byron. Listen, there were times this season, not that long, team offensively looked really challenged, and they have completely flipped that narrative with a larger sample size. Last 16 games of the season, it's second best in terms of assists at over 30. In the month of February, 4th best offense. But that ball is moving, and it's the amount of playmakers they have out there. Just seems with that new starting 5-2, B, it's like they know their roles, they're comfortable with each other, they're 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at, like you said, the starting 5. You know, you got to look at those guys and they understand their roles, like you said. Once you got a team and you got players out there that understand exactly what they're supposed to do on a night in and night out basis, they understand what the coaches expect, then they can go out there and execute it. And I think that's exactly what these guys are doing right now. They understand that, listen, if I got a good shot, let me get somebody else a great shot. So get the very best shot that you can get every single time down the floor. Keep your spacing, you know, and to keep your spacing, you got to be able to have that focus to be able to do it. Because every now and then, guys start itching in. You know, that discipline of staying wide, staying above the 3-point line, making that defense run at you. So, you know, when you look at the numbers, the last 16 games, it makes a lot of sense on why they're playing so well on the offensive end. So, biggest thing is keep it going.
Yeah.
We got to keep it going. That's the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, I give Rui Hachimura tons of credit. Really
He's doing it efficiently too, Brez, right? It's not a lot. It's not a high volume.
Yeah, we were talking in the conference when we watched the games. It feels like he gets a putback dunk.
Yeah.
Almost every half these days. I mean, you know, if Vanderbilt's healthy, he's probably the starter. But right now, Rui is saying, hey, hold on a sec. Even when Jared comes back, which is still seems like at least a couple weeks away at least, I wouldn't be that guy. He's showing us shades of Rui during that magical playoff run he had last year. Shot 49% from 3-point range. That's diabolical. I mean, that's nasty right there.
Yeah.
And he's starting to, you know, after a couple stops and starts this season, remember he missed a week and a half with a nasal fracture, and he had a concussion, and then he had a calf injury. So he's been really up and down, and it feels like he is trending up. As long as he stays healthy, I think he will. You kind of have to keep him with the starters right now, especially when you see that graphic that producer Drew just put up there.
5-0. He had 15 tonight on 7 of 10
Very
shooting.
efficient.
Yeah, very efficient. Before we get to highlights, I do want to talk about Spencer Dinwiddie and what you guys saw from him and how you think he fit. It's funny just getting the text messages from people too and Laker fans. I didn't know he was that big. He's fast. Oh, he's a great passer. You know, he understood what was going on out there, and he fit right in.
I think he did everything that we talked about early in the game.
Yeah.
You know, as far as being aggressive but not overly aggressive, making the right plays. He did all those things. He did it on the defensive end as well. And I think the more games he plays with this squad, the more comfortable he's going to get on the offensive end. I love what I saw from him tonight. The 7 assists. I know AD talked about, well, I want him to score a little bit more. We'll do the assisting, but you know what? It's good to have that type of versatility as well. You know, when you have a guy like Spencer who can make the passes, can create passes, create offense for other guys, and I thought he did a heck of a job, especially some of the bullet passes he was throwing, getting to the lane, and he's throwing these cross-court passes right on the numbers where guys all they have to do is just catch and shoot it. So what I saw from him tonight is a veteran guy who's saying, listen, I'm going to just play and just fit in and see what I can do, you know, and as I get more comfortable, I'll be a little bit more assertive and a little bit more aggressive.
You know, the only thing he didn't do is hit from 3, 1 for 5 from deep. But I think the big number here is actually not listed there. He played 31 minutes. He's almost an innings eater in that aspect, Byron. Like he averaged that with Brooklyn this season. You can put him out there. Even if you put him off the bench,
yeah, with any group, yeah,
he's gonna fill a lot of time for you.
Yeah,
and you need that with no Max Christie till after the break, no Gabe Vincent, maybe till even March.
Right.
Like we're not quite sure what's going on with him time-wise, and he and Gabe are completely different players. Gabe's a better defender, but still, I mean, you know, what this guy can do for you as far as playing time on the court, he's not going to stand out really either way. He's going to get his 12 points and his 5 or 6 assists. Maybe a good defensive player too that'll be on the highlight reel. But bottom line, he's going to fill a lot of that 48 minutes for you.
Impressive. Lakers are now 3 games over 500 for the first time since December 18th.